So I was cleaning the bikes up today, and I thought, man, this would be a good time to do a video on the Radius X clutch. So I bought two Radius X clutches. So this is my first time to do I guess a product review video. So here's my shot. Start off by saying I'm a vet rider in Beverly Hills, California. So I'm in Southern California, and I've been riding bikes since I was a kid, since I was 11 years old. I've rode sport bikes, dirt bikes, enduro bikes, Harley Davidson. I've rode them all. I'm not an expert, but I've been a rider pretty much all my life. So that's that. Secondly, as far as the bikes are concerned, it's 2018 YZ450F, and then a 2009 Kawasaki KX450F. So both bikes are well beyond my pay grade, as they say, in terms of riding ability. So yeah, I'm not the guy that's gonna send it on either of these two. I bought them because I got great deals on them. So someone sells you a bike at dealer cost, you don't pass that up. So that's that. So the third thing I would say about them is I ride a combination of tracks and trails. So the bikes are kind of dual purpose. I'm not very tall, so I had to have the suspension lowered, and after I had the suspension lowered, professionally lowered and built to my specs and riding ability, then I decided to have the Rekluse clutches put in. And that's for a couple of, essentially a couple, but several reasons. Number one is a 450 is a good bike to have on a track to some degree, but on a trail it's not very much fun. So I was thinking of buying a KTM 150 fuel injected 2-stroke just for trail riding. But in the meantime, I thought, gee, wouldn't it be great to have the Rekluse clutch on? So this weekend was my first. I just picked the bikes up, so this was my first time to ride the bikes with the Rekluse clutch in. I rode the YZ450 this weekend at Gorman, and I haven't rode the KX450 with the clutch in. The first thing I would say, if you're looking at it, is the clutch makes bike riding a whole lot more enjoyable, because as most of you know, if you're a bike rider, there's so many inputs on a dirt bike, right, or any motorcycle. You've got a throttle, you've got a front brake, you've got a rear brake, you've got a clutch. You've got a lot of different inputs you have to try to manipulate and modulate as you ride the bike. So the Rekluse clutch takes that away. So my experience is going into the corner when I rode the YZ450 this weekend on the track. What I experienced is going into a corner, I didn't even have to put my hand on the clutch. I just chopped my throttle speed, and I could work the rear brake just like a bicycle somewhat. So it made going into a corner a whole lot easier and a whole lot more fun. So I had one less thing to worry about when I heard someone else pulling up behind me or beside me. The second thing I would say that's incredible is that the bike just won't stall. And so I was going up some of the mountainside trails at Gorman, or what's it called, Hungry Valley, and some of those are 60 degrees up. And when I could put the bike in gear, I could put the YZ in gear and just take my hand off the clutch and just barely give it some throttle, and I could just creep up the side of the mountain without even having to hit the clutch. I mean, that basically turned my YZ450 into a trails bike, because it made it a whole lot easier. I could just concentrate on having fun and riding. So that was something else. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not the world's best at reviews. I sell software for a living, and so I'm not really a professional bike reviewer. But if you're a vet rider or someone that's looking to just have a good time, then I would say, hey, look into the Rekluse clutch. I mean, I got the Radius X, not the Radius CX, and it works. It seems to work. It works for me. So you know, give it a shot. I'm not a paid spokesperson. I'm sponsored by my wallet and a really good job, so that's how I pay for stuff. But I'd like to give a shout out to some of my friends that helped put these bikes together. My good friend Big J at Bates Discount Cycle Parts in Dallas, Texas. If you're looking for a great group of guys, Jay, Dion, and Kyle are the guys. I mean, go see Bates Discount Cycle Parts, and you can go on Instagram to Bates Cycle Parts 2 and find Big J and tell him I said hello. The second group in Dallas are my good friends AJ and Jason at Plano Kawasaki Suzuki. I mean, they're not only my riding buddies, but they'll give you a hell of a deal on a new Kawasaki Suzuki, and good people, good service, and just all around great guys. The guys at Maxim Honda Yamaha in Allen, Texas are where I bought these two bikes. They gave me some great deals. Kevin in sales and Jason who's the general manager and the owner is a great guy. I mean, they'll treat you right. For the suspension, I got Rod Tapia, who's the father of Tevin Tapia, Supercross rider. Rod built the suspension for me at a fraction of the cost of what I thought it would take. I mean, I got suspension pricing for some of the places here in Southern California, and the price for the suspension was more than the price of the bike. And I'm thinking, hey man, I'm just a weekend rider. I could afford that, but I don't want to afford it. Rod took my height, weight, and riding ability into account, built the suspension. It lowered the bikes about 3 inches, but it made it a whole lot more fun to ride. And as for the Rekluse clutches, I bought those from Jason Eck at the Racer's Edge in Simi Valley, California. Incredible guy. I love Jason, man. He's just a cool dude. They put the clutches on. They'll do great work for you. Just go see them. So this is my first attempt at a product review for a dirt bike product. As I said, I got nothing in it. I'm just a guy that has fun riding his bike. And I thought, you know, hey, the Rekluse Clutch, it's a bit expensive, but man, it just made these two bikes a whole lot more fun to ride and a whole lot more of an enjoyable day. One less thing to worry about. So if you've got a 4-stroke and you're saying, hey, I think I want to get a 2-stroke, you know, to make trail riding a little bit easier, maybe you can get a Rekluse Clutch for, you know, $500 to $700. That's cheaper than a new bike. Put that in your high power 4-stroke, turn your 4-stroke into a trails bike. So that's my video. This is my review. Good luck to you. Hope all is well, and be safe out there. And when someone tells you to send it, hey, think about that if you got a job to go to on Monday. Later.